Yes, Terminator 2 reference.
This is what my wife sees when she sits down to work, and this is what I actually need to game. The question I've been trying to answer for a fair few months now: can the same desk do both? Previously, we had a video out where we were rating my deck setup, and it needed some work doing to it, mainly with the monitor and the audio. Have I upgraded it? Yes. We are building what I am calling maybe Dad Cubed, Dad's Deck Desk. It's got a nice ring to it, and it is Dad verified. A proper 1440p gaming station where the Steam Deck can really shine. All the stuff was used or found in the back of a wardrobe in the house. And what's fantastic about this little setup here is that I can tidy it up in 5 seconds and it's good to go for my wife and doing her work. Let's start with the centerpiece, the anchor of the whole setup. The thing my eyes spend a lot of time looking at. So I was on a 1080p monitor, 24 inches, it was fine, it did the job. Fine is a word when we've accepted defeat. I was after something that had a fair few more pixels, a bit more screen size and a higher refresh rate. And I was trawling the internet for ages, and then I thought, why aren't I looking at the used market? So I hopped onto eBay and I found this lovely MSI monitor, and it is called, bear with me, I just need to read it off the screen, the MSI Mag 274QRF-QD E2, 27 inch, 1440p, 180Hz IPS panel with quantum dot colors. And I found it for £130 on eBay. The same screen brand new is around £300. It still has the stand, it came in the box, it had all the cables. What a steal for this setup. And, well, my thoughts on it? Wow, colours really do pop. Now, I want to talk about the extra 3 inches, because I know some people think that 3 inches isn't enough. Some people say that 3 inches isn't enough to make a meaningful difference, that you won't really notice, that it's the same experience, just slightly bigger. Those people are wrong. 3 inches in the right place completely change how it performs. The whole thing just opens up. You find yourself leaning back and thinking, why did I wait this long? The QD panel generally means that colours are really vibrant, and 180Hz refresh rate means games are playing silky smooth. It feels even more responsive in a way that I didn't expect. There's also a feature on the MSI called console mode, which automatically switches into when you hook up, say, something like the Xbox Series X, which is what I have done. I'll come back to this a little bit later on, and it's become one of my favourite hidden tricks of this monitor, and it's made a meaningful difference to how I play the Steam Deck on the big screen. Next up, we have got the monitorizer, which is just here, and this is something I thought I wasn't going to get. Originally, my idea was to get some monitor brackets and have 2 monitors hooked up to them, and creating a clean space. But this monitorizer cost me £25 or $30 off Amazon, and well, it's made a big difference to how the desk feels and looks. What's really handy about this riser is that it lifts the smaller monitor up so it's at a nice comfortable level with the bigger 27-inch one, which has a adjustable stand. And that really helps with our necks, especially as we are getting older. We do not want to be looking down at these screens all the time. So all that is useful, but it's not the reason why I bought it. It's what lies beneath. Underneath the monitorizer is where everything lives. The controllers, the Steam Deck, the keyboard, the mouse, the Steam Deck dock, everything has its place when not in use. It's all hidden, all plugged in, and can be tidied away in a matter of seconds. Very wife-friendly. So this is what I am calling the garage. Everything in this setup just makes sense. Everything that turns this desk here into a gaming setup just slides out. And then at the end of the day, it gets put away, and I think this is why I'm calling it a bit of a garage. When it's time to game, slide the keyboard and mouse out, plug in, sit back and play. When my wife needs a desk, she sees nothing but a nice, clean desk and all the monitors and equipment tucked away neatly back in its garage. Here are the reasons why I did not go with a monitor bracket. 1, drilling. Not everyone can drill into the desk or into the walls, so that was a bit of a no-go. 2, sag. A heavy monitor on a cheap arm, because I'm trying to keep this setup relatively cheap, isn't going to end up well. Cheap arms, your monitor's going to sag. Not what we want. 3, complexity. The riser, it just sits there. It's great. No installation, no instructions, just pop it on the desk and it's good to go. The riser is unglamorous, but it is deeply practical. And I think that's why it became Dad verified and ended up on the D-cubed desk. Now let's talk audio. As I mentioned previously, I was using the deck's built-in speakers when I was playing hooked up to the monitor, and that wasn't really going to cut it if I didn't need to wear headphones. So I was looking around the house doing a bit of spring cleaning, and I discovered a soundbar. This little soundbar here that costs me around £20 or $30. So I picked this up for my son a while back when we went away, and since we not used it, it's just sat in the cupboard, and I thought, hang on, why am I going to pay $30, $40 for a pair of speakers when I can just use this here? D-cubed is all about being efficient and trying to keep the costs down. The soundbar is hooked up to the monitor via a 3.5mm aux cable, so that means I can have my deck playing through it or my MacBook when it's hooked up. No cable swapping, just simplicity. Right, I promised I'd come back to console mode on the MSI monitor, and here's why it's really handy for us parent gamers. Console mode on the monitor applies a different colour profile and input lag optimization designed for games running at 30 or 60 FPS, rather than a PC running at 144 plus. The Steam Deck dock running most games sit right in that range. Flick to console mode and the image warms up, looks more intentional, less like a stuttering PC and more like a big screen TV. RPGs, story games, anything that you're spending a long time looking at, it's going to look great on this monitor, and I would say it is Dad verified. Right, I need to tell you about something that I wasn't originally going to include on the D-cubed, and that is the Xbox Series X. Now, for me, the Xbox Series X has been gathering dust for some time. I've had it in the conservatory where I don't really play any games, but I thought with the addition of this lovely 1440p monitor that the Xbox might find a new home and might get a little bit more love. What's great with this monitor is that it has 2 HDMI ports, so I can hook up the Steam Deck dock and also the Xbox Series X, so there's no cable swapping. And before you say anything, yes, I know this is a Steam Deck channel, but hear me out. So my youngest has been playing a lot of Slime Rancher on the Xbox recently. So it's a game he's enjoyed playing, and now he can play it on a 27-inch monitor with a decent refresh rate. And my youngest enjoys being in here, sitting on a big comfy chair and fully immersed in catching slimes. And here's the great thing that is ideal for wives and children, is that this monitor has auto switching, meaning that he can come in, turn the Xbox on, and the monitor is going to switch to the right input for him. The D-cubed hasn't just become my gaming station, but it's also become a gaming station for my family, which I'm choosing to see as a win, because it's not just a setup for me, it's a setup for the whole family to come and game. So quick tip, if you do pick a monitor up that has auto input detection, make sure you turn it on, because it is going to save you countless arguments. And you'll find it in the monitor menu, and what it does is basically once you turn on a device like the Steam Deck or a laptop or the Xbox, the monitor is automatically going to switch to the correct input. And when you turn off the Xbox and turn on the Steam Deck, it's going to switch right back, no having to fiddle around the back adjusting your inputs. This is one setting that saved approximately 47 arguments in this house to date. Here's the thing that surprised me the most with getting this new monitor. The Steam Deck stopped just being a games machine. It became more of a media hub for me. In desktop mode, switch to desktop mode and you've basically got a full-blown Linux PC, meaning that we can access streaming websites like YouTube, Netflix and Disney, and this is what I've been using it for. So when I am up early in the mornings, preparing lunches for school, sorting out the dogs, Put the deck into desktop mode and off we go. I am streaming content and it's looking great on this lovely Quantum DOS screen. It's that ideal my kids are asking to use it, and well, you could see that as a bit of a problem because I'm fighting for time now. If you haven't set up Netflix in desktop mode, here's a tip. Don't use the browser. Add Chromium via the Discover Store, log into Netflix, and from there you'll get a much better experience. The D-Cubed philosophy just isn't about getting the best. It's about having enough and being smart with where you're spending your money. The total cost of this upgrade, well, we're looking at £130 for the monitor, £25 for the riser, and well, the soundbar, we could say it was also £20. So that we are looking at £175 for what is quite a decent upgrade to what we previously had. So for £175, I think we have built quite a decent battle station for dads and younger family to come and enjoy their games. It's a 1440p gaming station which is wife friendly, and one thing I have not mentioned about this monitor is that it gives power delivery via USB-C, meaning that I can have a USB-C cable hooked up from this going straight to my Mac or my wife's laptop, and it is displaying what's on the screen and charging at the same time. I think that is generally one of the reasons that I went with this monitor, is for the fact it had fantastic power delivery. If I bought everything brand new, we're probably looking at £400 to £600 for this upgrade. Smart shopping cut that nearly in half. And well, the experience is generally identical. So that's the D-Cubed Dad's Deck Desk. A 27-inch 1440p monitor that has seriously upgraded my playing experience in the kitchen. A 27-inch 1440p gaming station that generally sits well hidden during the day. Built mostly from the second-hand market and stuff I already had lying around the house. Shared with my wife, my kids, sometimes my dogs. If any of this has been useful and you're sitting there now thinking, I could do with something like this, then that's the whole point. You can see what you can achieve when you maybe look in other places, scale back maybe expectations, being smart with where you spend your money. This isn't about buying the best gear, it's about buying what's enough for us. It's about making smart decisions with the space we have. I could have gone with a big OLED screen, but I couldn't really justify the cost to have it sitting in here most of the time when I could be playing in the living room or somewhere else around the house with a deck. Drop a like if the garage idea is something that you would steal. And if you're new here, why not consider subscribing to the channel? This is what it's all about. Enjoying gaming in those little moments. Right, you've earned 10 minutes of playtime. Off you go. Go enjoy some gaming.